Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will be teaching you how to use and counter the graveyard. So, the graveyard is not a legendary troop. So, it's a legendary spell. So the graveyard is a legendary spell which costs 5 elixir and unlocks in Arena 12, which is the spooky town. So first I'll be teaching you how to use a graveyard, then I'll tell you how to counter it. So the graveyard is just not an offensive troop, but it's also a defensive troop. So while offense, just put the graveyard, and the best spell which you can use to combine with it is the poison. So your opponents can't put anything like bats, goblin gang, goblin skeleton army, minion horde, minions, anything swarm units, they can't use it. So then if they end up using 3 to 4 swarm units, the poison will destroy it and it will lead to graveyard making a huge damage. So this is the offensive thing of graveyard. And coming to defense, like if opponent's P.E.K.K.A is coming from front, you may not suppose you don't have any counter to it, nothing, you have just troops which will get demolished by P.E.K.K.A by one shot, and the last troop remain is graveyard. Just don't put 3 to 4 troops and just waste too much of elixir. Just deploy a graveyard. Don't think that I just now I don't have anything offensive, but it's okay. You can just again rotate back to your graveyard, putting other 2-3 troops. So you can even use the graveyard for defense, not just for offense. And suppose a huge mix-up is coming from front, and already you have a crown, and your opponent does not have any spell, and only few seconds, like some 10 seconds are remaining in the match. You have a crown and your opponent does not have a crown, and your crown has very little health left. You can just put a graveyard, so the skeletons will keep spawning, distracting the troops which are coming towards you, and you are going to win the match. So this is how to use the graveyard. So coming to counters of graveyard, so the graveyard can be countered easily by just a dart goblin. So if you deploy the dart goblin near the crown, near the king tower, then the dart goblin will completely stop the graveyard, and only the one skeleton will deal damage to the crown tower. There is another card which can completely stop the graveyard even without one skeleton hitting the crown, and that is the new card coming up, which is the skeleton dragons. So the skeleton dragons can completely stop the graveyard even without one troop connecting to the crown. So not even one skeleton is going to hit to the crown, and you're defending a 5 elixir graveyard with just 4 elixir skeleton dragons, so it'll be a positive elixir trade. So then you just cannot counter graveyard with one troop like witch. So your opponent may have a surprise lightning or a rocket, poison, anything to finish your witch, and the graveyard is going to deal a lot of damage. So just you can do is put witch back and put baby dragon front. So that's going to not completely stop, but it's going to stop, and only 1 or 2 skeletons are going to hit the crown. And another thing is, please do not use things like Inferno Dragon and Inferno Tower, because they do not one-shot the skeletons. So this is it, how to use and counter a graveyard. Another important thing is it comes under offense, but this is very important. Suppose this is your 2 princess tower and this is the king tower. So every time put the graveyard like this. So put it like this. So then the skeletons will just clump up here. So but if you misplace the graveyard and put it like this, then it will lead to the opponent's king activation. And once your opponent's king is activated, you cannot put a graveyard. It's very tough. You have to combine many troops with graveyard to take a crown. if you just put a graveyard, then it will lead to only one skeleton hitting the crown tower if the king is activated. So then it will become difficult for you to take out damage from your opponent's crown tower. And if you have only graveyard as your offense, you may lose the match. So uh, this isn't how to use and counter a graveyard. So thank you for watching my video, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.